through. And I can't wait till Arbel joins us in just a minute, so we couldn't get things kicked off. But aside from that, welcome, guys. I'm glad to have everybody here, and glad everybody's here with us in chat today. So feel free to talk in chat, or if you guys want to come on voice video, we could do it case by case. So, for example, just bring a person on, one at a time, so that everybody can be answered. So, yes, nobody has sound right now, and the reason why is because we're doing it one at a time. Yes. Oh, you don't have sound from me. Can you hear me, Baptiste?
I know he's
Farmer,
muted.
can you talk?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
just can't
perfect.
talk. They're
So,
muted.
right, everybody in the chat is currently muted, and I will unmute person to person if requested, so we can bring people on to talk to you guys directly. Aside from that, yes, we're doing that on purpose, actually, so that we have everybody together, and there's not people talking over other people, and then there's nothing to get done. So we have a lot to get through. I can't wait till Arbel joins us directly. And for now, if anybody has any questions about shopping.io, the platform, what we provide, what the future looks like for us, be more than happy to answer it. Or if you'd like to join us on live, feel free. You're more than happy to do that. And good to have you in here, Davin. I hope I'm saying your name right, Davin Bassi. And Hugo Blanco. I think I know who that guy is.
What is in your left ear?
It's just one of these. It's like a like a voice. Yeah, just kind of picking up voice and stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay, so Uno asks, are there other listings in the roadmap than centralized exchange? And the answer is absolutely yes. Recently, we have partnered up with Chainsulting, Yannick and his team. Oh, thank you, Dab. Sometimes I get names like incorrect and like I really botch it, but I want to make sure that I get everybody's names correct. But back on track with the centralized exchange listing. Right now, let's talk about what our roadmap looks like ahead. We have a centralized exchange listing coming up very soon. I got out of a call personally with the CEO of an exchange we were going to be listing on. And all we're waiting on right now is for our legal team up in New York to give us what's called a letter of legal opinion. Now, after the letter of legal opinion has been solidified, drafted, and sent over to the exchange, then we will promptly be listing on an exchange. Also, Farmer, could you post the link to every chat and pin it to VIP and price discussion, please, so everybody gets in? Now, we had a recent partnership with Chainsulting and our good friends at Chainsulting with Yannick, the CEO, leading the charge. We brought on 4 new developers to incorporate what's going to be the future of shopping.io and how our roadmaps can look like. In process of this, we're actually revamping the entire DApps of our website, including the staking system. So things that you're going to be looking forward to in the future roadmap of shopping.io is that, number one, hold on real quick, Hugo. But right now we are incorporating Chainsulting to be changing the website from the bottom up. Everything is going to be custom coded, and we're going to be going away from WordPress elements and stuff like that, which has really slowed down the website and made it kind of clunky, and the user experience is not what it could be. So Chainsulting is going to be revamping the entire website over the next month. We're going to be incorporating a mobile app for Google Play Store and Apple Play Store or Apple iOS. We're going to be incorporating that so people can shop on the go. And on top of that, we are actually incorporating all the GSPI DApps and the future DApps for shopping.io all under one platform. And that's going to be at shopping.io directly. Now, that is just some of the things we're going to be looking forward to, including the launch of GSPI on the Binance Smart Chain, which is extremely important. There has never been a governance token on the Binance Smart Chain. So this is actually really cool and innovative in what we're going to be doing over the next month. So things like Yannick and the CEO of Chainsulting and Chainsulting in general, they are extremely excited to be a part of this journey because we're doing something that hasn't literally been done before, which to me, I think is exciting. So besides centralized exchange listing, we're still pushing out in the marketing, we're paying the influencers, we're getting everything together. And on top of that, we are going to be revamping the entire website from the bottom up. We're going to make the user experience for shopping.io better than ever before. And that is something that I can proudly say for us. Now, if you guys have any more questions, I would love to answer them down below. Feel free to ask on chat. If you guys would like to go on voice, directly, I will unmute you so we can talk directly voice to voice. And moving on forward. Let me look at the chat real quick. Hey, welcome, Grimaldi. It's good to have you here. And everybody, it's good to have you guys here today in the chat for AMA. We're going to be doing this every week now at a live AMA and having the team come on board to kind of answer questions, talk to the community, hang out with you guys, and just kind of answer, kind of like address any concerns the community may have. So, need to learn a lot about it. Okay, Spanish. Right. So the reason why we don't do a specific Telegram community question, like communities, like for example, if we had like a Vietnamese Telegram or a Spanish Telegram or a very localized language specific Telegram, it's done on purpose because we want to have one central global place for people to talk about shopping.io on Telegram. It's not going to be pushed out to different alternative local, like different language Telegrams, because we just can't vet the people that are running it. We want to make sure that we were good to go. I know that earlier past month, we had issues with things like people trying to convince people to go to SBI 5X rewards or whatever, which was a fake scam site. And they were leading people astray into fishing them out of your money. So we're not going to be doing local Telegram groups for that reason. We just can't vet everybody. And we can't just vet everybody to make sure they're doing the right thing or not doing the right thing. And the official Telegram will always be the global Telegram at shopping.io. You can go down to the official.
Now, what about SPI providing translators for Spanish? We got a bunch of Russian, Turkish that could translate our articles and our roadmaps and do all that kind of stuff. Instead of us, since we can't supply the Telegram groups, we can at least give the information in the native
language. And I think that's
language.
I think it's a very great idea because, as mentioned before, shopping.io is a truly international experience, and having the ability for people to hear about us on, sorry about that, so I could get my text, but about hearing about that on a, in their language away from English, because not everybody speaks English, right? So having the translators there to possibly having a translation of the entire website of shopping.io is something we'll definitely consider and implement in the future as we grow internationally, because we're going to be opening up a lot of international options with the inclusion of Amazon UK and Amazon DE coming pretty soon. And with that, I know not everybody speaks English, so we may be accommodating that in the future by bringing on translators to localize that localized language. So that's something we'll look at, and that's for Medium articles and more. So we'd have our Medium articles maybe in different languages. We can also include the website having different languages, just to make sure everybody has a truly international experience with shopping.io.
And another thing we could do, we could reward people that are bilingual and that could translate our articles efficiently. I think that'd also be kind of a neat suggestion.
Absolutely, and that's something that we can actually take a look at the community. If you are wanting to volunteer to help localize shopping.io and the Medium articles, I'm more than happy to throw some SPI your way. So if that's something you'd like to do, we can talk about it offline and get all of our words out there across the international community. So I got another question from Hassan. Hassan direct messaged me saying, I had a question on Telegram. 20% in and out of staking is getting expensive. Can't it be reduced or maybe rewrite the contract? And that's a very, very good question. So we deployed the staking contract where it's 10% in, 10% out at SBI.club. It's a gamified staking system where as you enter and exit the staking contract, you lose 10% of whatever you put in and 10% of whatever you go out. And that 20% is redistributed to everybody else that is currently staked in the staking contract at SBI.club. We cannot change this number. The contract is deployed, unfortunately. However, with the inclusion of GSPI launching in the near future, staking is going to be forever changed. We are changing everything on staking, and for the better. So if you're staked with us at SPI.club and shopping.io, you are in a very good, very, very good position right now, especially with how things are going to be launched and how we're moving forward with GSPI, which is going to be extremely exciting. I'm extremely happy to just talk to you guys about that. But yeah, it's just going to be a very fantastic launch. So let me go back to the chat, see if I got more questions here. What will happen to the fee distribution as it gets listed on DEX? Will the reward be reduced? Now, it could go one of two ways when we list on a centralized exchange. Is that one, the Uniswap rewards will diminish because the volume is going to be shared between Uniswap and the centralized exchange. Or two, more people will be finding out about SPI and shopping.io, and having that additional option at a centralized exchange will actually in turn get more people to trade it on Uniswap, which would mean the volume rewards are going to be higher. So it can go either way. We don't know yet. It's something that we're going to be figuring out very soon with the launch of a centralized exchange, and I'm looking forward to it personally. Let's see what else we got here. And thank you for the question, Karim. Karim. Thank you. Stanley, I made it here. Ethereum fee is way too much, and I personally agree. I think the Ethereum gas prices are outrageous, and it is something that I wish that Ethereum would be correcting with Ethereum 2.0. Unfortunately, it's out of our control as the network does get congested, and we're not in charge of the gas fees. That's something you can at Vitalik about. So it's kind of fantastic to see that we're going to be launching on a centralized exchange very soon, so that these insanely high gas fees are no longer going to be a problem for us. And let's get another question. Once SPI is listed on a centralized exchange, how will this affect the fee rewards distribution from stakers from Grimaldi? Well, I just explained that because if you go one of either way, in turn, we could be losing volume on Uniswap because the volume would be shared between Uniswap and the new exchange, or alternatively, it's going to be increased because more people are involved in SPI. We're only 1 month old. We're nearing 7,000 holders. That to a project of our size and our path to scale is incredible in my opinion. We have done an amazing job in community. And having that 4,000 holder increase since February has been absolutely astronomical. So that's something that I'm looking forward to.
And our tokens are being bought up. We literally have what, like 35,000 on Uniswap or something stupid. It's crazy.
It's getting so bad that we have to literally add liquidity to Uniswap because the tokens are just continuously being bought up. We have to literally go back and add more liquidity because otherwise you guys are going to face high slippage rates whenever the tokens are being literally all bought up from you guys. So it's kind of crazy to see that. So I've got another question from Gavin. How will the allocation of the GSPI airdrop be determined? For example, will a snapshot be taken at a specific time, or will there be a requirement that you will have staked for a certain period of time in order to qualify? Now, I can answer this. There is no time periods currently for the staking contract. I understand that it's something that I understand that's something that a lot of people want to see. For example, if you are staked with us for 3 months, 6 months to 1 year, that you guys will have like an additional bonus, like a multiplier to your staking rewards. And it's something that team is actively talking about right now. Unfortunately, we can't change a deployed contract with how things are set up at the moment. So that's something that is out of our hands at the moment. However, the more news about GSPI and our launch will be coming very soon. I just can't drop it during the same day, not without Arbel's permission. All right. So, So to anybody that qualifies for GSPI, all you need to do is be staked at SPI.club. If you are staked at SPI.club, you are fully qualified to earn GSPI. And GSPI is going to be given out over a period of 90 days from start to finish upon launch. For example, 1 million tokens is GSPI's total circulating supply, right? So that every single day, if we follow that method, 11,000 tokens will be distributed every day to stakers and staking contract SPI.club until the full 1 million is circulating until 90 days later. So that's exactly how it's going to work.
Are you sure it's a 1 million supply?
Yeah, it is a guaranteed 1 million supply. That is a number we are going with. That's a number that will be minted. There'll be no more coins, no less coins, no deflation, no burn, no nothing, no minting of additional coins. It's always going to be 1 million, and it's going to stay at 1 million. That is a hard set thing that's going to be happening. Now, let's continue to talk right here. Going in order, guys. So just give me a second. Hey, a message from Diff. Hey, Matt. Glad to be here. Do you have any more details regarding the revamp of the website? Will it be a complete redesign and will it launch for the after launch? Yes, and yes, and yes, and yes, and yes. Yannick and his team at Chainsulting, we have 4 developers that we hired from them directly, are going to be revamping everything on the website. That means the design is going to be different. It's going to look more professional. It's going to feel more animated. All the API that we currently use for Amazon, Walmart, eBay are going to be updated with Amazon AWS, and it's going to have a new sleek feeling to it. It's going to be brand new, and the DApps are going to be coming into shopping.io as the integration is progressing. So in that regards, the entire website is going to be unlike what you currently see it as. right now, shopping.io still has things like WordPress elements and things like that that are going to be quickly just cut off entirely. They're going with custom codes from the bottom up, and that's how we're going to be doing it from now on.
Now the new layout's going to be way easier to order clothing as well. Like the
Absolutely.
sizes, colors, shoe size, obviously.
And that's correct, Farmer, because what's going to be happening is that people can finally order with things like size, color, and the type of item if there's any variance on it as well. So that's something that's actually going to be coming out in the very, very near future. So you can't just like order shoe and then all of a sudden you just get a shoe that's like a size 5 and you're a size 11. Now you'll have the chance to pick what size of a shoe you're going to wear and what size of shoe you're going to buy. So that's something that's going to be really interesting coming up very soon. Going down. If you are having to add liquidity, how have the prices been dropping for the past 5 days? From Qasim. So a good question about that. That's the market. It does what it wants. It goes up, it goes down. But what hasn't changed, or what has changed, is that we now have 41% of the entire circulating supply of SPI staked at our contract SPI.club. It's not like there's more tokens for people to trade or to influence the price one way or the other. In fact, that kind of avenue is actually getting very, very smaller. It's getting much more tighter with more people staking SPI.club. So it's going to be interesting to see over the next few days, especially when centralized exchange listing is going to be launched, which was a major holdback from growth. From Kareem, it is clear the price will increase and SPI will be better. So within that, how will you adjust the SPI requirement quantity for having a discount from Amazon because the price can increase and decrease? There is a volatility, and even after centralized exchange listing, there will be more. Will you answer? The answer is absolutely yes. So me and Farmer, Lokesh, Arbel, and everybody else together is having a team meeting tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is that right, Farmer? Is it 10 or 11 a.m.? I always kind of forget like one way or the other. But regardless, it's going to be happening tomorrow, early in the morning for Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to be talking about lowering the plan minimum requirements. That means when we had our current plans, SPI was literally $1.50 or $2 per SPI. Now the difference is SPI is now $30 to $50. And in regards to that, we're going to have to decrease our plan requirements, our minimum plan requirements, to make sure that everybody's going to be taken care of and that plans are more accessible to consumers. Nobody wants to pay $80,000 for a pro plan. We're going to be lowering that very, very, very soon so that more people will be having access to additional benefits. So that's something I am looking forward to. Let's see. We got more questions coming in. We have Alex Valente. When you guys do release the GSPI token, will the entire supply be released to the stakers? The answer is yes. Over time. So let me correct myself there. It's going to be over a period of 90 days where GSPI is going to be given directly to stakers at SPI.club. That's how it's going to work. We're not just going to like, oh, we take a team allocation. No. We're always about fair launch. So every staker is going to be earning GSPI for free whenever it's upon launch. And as I said before, it's only 90 days. So it'd be pretty cool.
Now, do we have anything in place to like prevent dumping of the SPI?
GSPI, it's going to be a new market. Like immediately when GSPI hits the market, it's going to be a new market. The people who are going to add liquidity and the people who buy and sell, it's brand new. And the circulating supply day one is only going to be 11,000, which is insanely low. So the market is likely going to be.
Have we adjusted the use case of this coin yet?
GSPI? Yes, we actually have a list of finalized benefits from GSPI that we'll be talking about tomorrow, not only in the team meeting, but also about to be announcing pretty soon. So that everybody gets to know what GSPI is going to bring to the table. All right, so we have another question here. Okay, I answered Alex Valente. We have another question from, is it Petit or Petite? Petite Swiss to everyone, what will happen after 90 days? GSPI is going to be fully circulating and we're not stopping. We're gonna have a mobile apps for shopping.io is gonna be on the go shopping experience, and we're gonna be having enhanced partnerships, and we're gonna be working with Chain Consulting to make sure that GSPI and SPI are both successful after the staking is over. So it's going to be a lot more stuff coming down the pipeline. We're not stopping. Nobody stopped working. After the 90 days, we're still going to be working hard to get the best possible platform product out there. So we have another question from Kasim Butt. How's GSPI related to SPI and Shopping.io? They're actually two different tokens. Both tokens are going to be benefits and utilities tokens, but they're going to have very unique benefits to each other. So SPI is not going to replace GSPI, and GSPI is not going to replace SPI. So either of those tokens are going to have different unique benefits that are directly unique to that token. They're not going to be having the same benefits. It's going to be separate benefits per token. And GSPI is a feature of our governance. In a way, it gives people in the community a say in everything that's going to happen with shopping.io in the future, excluding voting rights, like, for example, like corporate voting rights. And I'll get into that later. Let's see. Ramen to everyone. Wasn't Arbel supposed to join this AMA? He's joining us as well. Yes, I actually sent him over a link. He is supposed to be joining us. He should have joined us at 4:30. But I understand that he's pretty busy with family sometimes, and he's got
like a 5-month-old kid.
Yeah, he's got a newborn. So if any parents are out there, you got to understand sometimes you just can't catch a break, and that's just something that just happens. So whenever he's able to come in, then we'll be able to talk about it. But what I am going to do is that I'm going to extend the AMA. Originally, it was going to be from 4:30 to 5. I'm going to make it from 5 to 5:30 since Arbel is not currently with us, giving him a chance to join with us and able to answer more questions. Also, if anybody here is interested in going on voice with us in video, let me know. I'll turn your video on, we'll turn your voice on, and we'll get on going. So that's also an option. All right, so we got another question from Hassan. What about the CoinGecko's SPI advertisements? It didn't get finalized. Very, very good question. And to answer that question, so the person who was negotiating the contract between us and CoinGecko for advertisement was actually from Cointelegraph, and they had an agreement with CoinGecko and us to make a deal finalized for marketing advertisements. Unfortunately, due to eToro basically taking away a lot of the advertising space on CoinGecko, some of that fell through and the price had increased. So we had to go back to the table renegotiating the deal for marketing. So the CoinGecko deal is back on the table, and we're going to be looking at it very soon. So we're looking at literally an entire month's worth of being in CoinGecko between banners, newsletters, advertisements, and being first in listing. So that's something super exciting. And we have not forgotten about and are actively doing. All right, let's see another question. We got from Hassan. Now it's Grimmeldy. I wanted to ask, I've looked at the team's LinkedIn profiles, and I just want to know about Arbel's background in cryptocurrency as well as in e-commerce. I would actually like for Arbel to answer that himself. If he can come in for the next 30 minutes, I'll throw that question over to him so that he can answer that directly. And I'll be happy to kind of direct you from you to him. So he'll be glad to explain his previous and prior experience in crypto and e-commerce respectively. I'm just not going to speak on behalf of him. Let's see. We have another question from Davin. Hey, thanks for your answers, Matthew. Very helpful. You mentioned that you were working with influencers. Could you please elaborate on what your marketing plans are for the next few weeks or so? More people need to hear about this project. All right, good question. So we have a lot of things going on pretty soon. We have Sheldon Evans is coming on with us when he receives his items. He actually ordered from shopping.io. He ordered like 9 orders from shopping.io. It's kind of exciting. But Sheldon Evans will be doing another video about us. We also have 3 other major influencers that are going to be spreading the words that are not Ivan on tech and not crypto Chico. So it's going to be people that we did not engage before that are going to be introducing shopping.io to their main audiences. And 2 out of those 3 influencers are bigger channels than Ivan on tech. So feel free to kind of enjoy that experience when they have their videos come live on us over the next few weeks or so. Actually, in the next week or so. It seems more likely. So the next week or 2 would be coming live.
Now, didn't he buy like a new video camera, a new microphone, like studio equipment for the video?
everything. He bought literally everything. So
So
it was kind of like, it was kind of exciting to see.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so Justice, what's happening right now is that we have a community member who's actually directly reporting this, and he'll be posting that shortly after the meeting is over. So that's something that's being reported right now. Farmer John, suggestions are always accepted for marketing strategies. Exactly. If you guys have an influencer you want to see or something we want to do, let us know. We'll make it happen. Hassan, another whale out. Good. It means more holders. It's actually healthy for whales to get out of the project and more holders to take place. So therefore, the SPI is spread evenly across multiple people instead of everybody just holding one. I remember the old days we had a guy who paid 4 Ethereum at the very beginning of the project, and he had 88,000 SPI, and that was ridiculous. And he was slowly dumping on everybody, but he actually got all of his dumping out, and he's no longer a whale. So it's just a part of a healthy environment for the market for people to join and to leave, and more than happy about it.
We collect the trading
Hugo,
fees.
yeah, you guys get the trading fees on that. Like no matter what happens, y'all are still covered, especially for stakes. So look forward to that. Let's see. Hugo Blanco, staking have a referral option? The answer is yes. There's a staking referral link you can actually get up on SPI.club, and you will get a 2% reward for doing so. Also, feel free, anybody, if you guys want to come on chat with us, video or voice, more than happy to do so. Likewise, if you have any more questions, please let me know, because there's a lot of things coming down. There's GSPI, there's centralized exchange listing, there's increased advertising and marketing campaigns, there's our partnership with Chainsulting, there's the Binance Smart Chain and the integrations that we're doing. It's going to be everything. We have a lot of things going on right now. So there's going to be nonstop questions that anybody can ask.
Now, are we going to provide a tutorial on how to get on the Binance Smart Chain? Because I know a lot of people have not done that before. It might be a little more difficult.
So we actually had a community member who was making tutorials for us, just kind of passively, just to have fun. Crypto Simplified. He actually made an SPI staking tutorial that a lot of the community actually enjoyed. So that's going to be evolving from not just the staking tutorial, but we're actually going to be getting more tutorials in for Binance Smart Chain. What is a FEB12 token, and how to convert your GSPI rewards. So that's going to be something exciting to look at. We got Hugo Blanco again. Is it possible to create a link? Yes. SPI.club. There's a referral link you can give out to people. Stanley, is there a chance to get on the Binance Smart Chain? Yes, we are getting on Binance Smart Chain with GSPI. It's going to be the first ever governance token on the Binance Smart Chain, and we're excited to do it. So we got Karim again. Grimaldi, can I get on voice? Absolutely. I'll bring in voice in a moment.
Hey,
Karim.
Look at that whale just got bought up. Oh, man. 19th buy. Oh.
Guys, if you want to
whale's
sell,
back.
sell. We really don't. If you sell, have fun, enjoy other coins. It's okay. But it doesn't stop us from doing what we're doing here. Karim, you said for the sex listing, there is a legal thing we need to do. It's called a letter of legal opinion. And as soon as that is finalized after being drafted, it'll be given over to the CEO of the exchange. We had a conversation with, we had a meeting with them. I was in the meeting with Arbel, and it's all good to go. We're actually considering doing a trading event as well, even though the trading event's expensive. We're going to go all out. We're going to go all out for it. Right. So Stanley, BSC, it's a go. Karim, answer that. Grimaldi, I'm going to put you on voice in just a moment. Crypto NYT. Where do you see shopping.io in the next 2 to 3 years, considering the mainstream involvement of crypto e-commerce? That's a very good question. Now, a lot of those questions are right. So a lot of those questions are stemmed from the Amazon article that was recently released, and everybody's saying, go out and buy more Bitcoin, go out and buy more Ethereum. Stable coins are the future. It's always a boon for the crypto community to hear somebody like Amazon, or most recently MasterCard, for considering the option of adding additional features to cryptocurrency. Everybody goes crazy about it. Everybody shares it. It doesn't change what we're doing here. It doesn't change our platform. It doesn't change shopping.io. It doesn't change the fact that we exist and we give benefits with SPI, our native token. Not even worried about it. I'm actually thankful and I'm very excited about the news because shopping.io's mission statement has been since day one for the mainstream adoption for crypto e-commerce to become a reality. So I am more than happy about that. Let's bring it, Amazon. Let's go. I know Jeff Bezos just stepped down. I know his replacement's in. I know he's friendly to crypto. I'm excited to see it. So mainstream adoption of crypto e-commerce, it just makes us bigger. And you know what? That gives us more options to people to partner with in the future. That's the way to look at it, and that's the way we're going about it. So I'm very excited about it.
And the whole market will go up.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
if you're holding on to the Bitcoin and thinking
yeah.
Bitcoin don't go to $100,000, it's probably gonna go to $100,000 at some point. It will touch there eventually. I don't know when. I'm not okay. Again, I'm not financial advice, everybody. I'm not financial advice, but there's so many Bitcoin please go to moon answers, in videos and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to Bitcoin actually making a pretty fantastic rise. All right, so I'm going to bring on Grimaldi for a second before we continue on with the questions because he wanted to get on voice and I told him that he can. So one moment. Grimaldi, do you want me to just put you on voice or do you want to be on video as well?
He's already on video. And he can't talk. Yeah.
Okay, let's put him on.
Well, he's muted.
So I guess you kind of answered. Yeah, I guess you kind of answered the question already. I guess like since I've been in cryptocurrency for a while now, and like I've seen the growth that crypto has and how once mainstream adoption comes in, there's these it gets kind of scary, and I've seen like Stellar also had that kind of worry where PayPal started to get into cryptocurrency and bringing on, I guess and you answered it already, but that was just like one of my main concerns was I know Amazon will have this slow adoption because they have to go through US regulations, but in terms of like down in the future right now, I know you guys have kind of like this short roadmap of maybe what's going to happen in the next couple of months, maybe even the year. I was thinking like, what are you guys' plans if these bigger companies start to come to this realization and start to create more with crypto? Like what is your guys' game plan down the line in the next like 5 to 5? Yeah,
absolutely. And I actually thank you for coming on video and voice with us to talk with us because that's kind of cool of you to do. I mean, like not many people would go up there and be like, man, I got some questions. Like you need to that is actually really cool for me. And thank you for coming on with that. So in regards to that, crypto worldwide is being treated more seriously as a form of currency and as a form of payment.
Oh yeah,
that's good news for us. That is good news for us because
it's really good news. Yeah, but it also gives me kind of like that worry because like even before it was like with Stellar, and Ripple, PayPal coming in, Venmo is also chiming in as well, with the fast cross-border payment systems. That was kind of like the first kind of scare that happened in crypto, and a lot of people had concerns with that, and this is kind of also happening, with Tesla and Amazon are also coming in, and maybe even Apple with e-commerce. So just kind of want to, I know you've answered it, but just kind of want to elaborate on that.
Well, yeah. So does the fact that a Home Depot exists means that Lowe's will forever go out of business? Does the fact that IHOP exists mean that Waffle House will never have any customers? Actually, no, because we are literally the alternative for the mainstream e-commerce solutions. And with our recent partnership with Amazon AWS Activate, which was a big deal for us because we live and die off of API, especially if we're going international, we're able to approach these companies and be like, hey guys, this is what we're all about. We're doing this here. How can we work together now? And it brings us to a different door where we can actually use what is, what may seem like, oh, you guys are going to be replaced, as in how can we work together with these companies that are just now coming into crypto e-commerce and how we can build forward together. Because we are more than happy to be the alternative. And currently, when you think about it, who's our audience right now? How many boomers out there or how many older men and women across the world know about cryptocurrency, the absolute gains the absolute gains legitimacy that it's gaining over the past few years? And how can we bring that audience over to us? Well, with Amazon and other major companies bringing more people into cryptocurrency like ever, this is our audience tenfold. I think it's a great thing. I'm actually really excited about it. And I'm looking forward to my mom and dad to be able to pay with cryptocurrency or know what it's all about. But the reason why there's going to be a slow adoption for it is very simple. Crypto is volatile. It's very volatile. And there's issues, for example, like your accounts being lost, stolen, hacked, whatever, that Amazon and other major companies are going to have to work on with the slow adoption, because the moment $45,000 Bitcoin investment goes out to the hands of a scammer and they're like, Amazon, why did you do this to me? It's going to bring some more problems to the table. So it will be a slow adoption, and we are more than happy to work with them and to be the alternative in the future. So I'm actually really happy you asked that.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Do you got any more questions, or you want me to just kind of
you can go through the chat. Yeah, I'm good.
Awesome, mate. Just let me know back in chat and we'll make it happen.
All right, sounds good.
It's a pleasure having you on. All right, guys, we're going back in the chat right now, and then we're gonna be looking at more questions. I just answered Grimmeldy, who told me to, asked me to get on voice. We have Crypto NYT. Where do you see the shopping video in the next 2 to 3 years, considering the mainstream involvement of crypto e-commerce? Right. I feel like I just answered that pretty heavily. We hope to inspire the adoption. Mohammed, you mentioned a lot of things are happening in the background, i.e. a roadmap of the project. I'm really anticipating the centralized exchange listing. Right. So we killed our roadmap. Our white paper is no. We have taken both our white paper and roadmap, crushed it, and it's something that doesn't really hold weight anymore, especially with us. So we're going to be having to remake the entire white paper and roadmap from scratch. And whenever that's out, you guys will be the first to know. All right. We have another question from Hugo Blanco. I see on Telegram, AliExpress is going to be added. Is it true? And Alibaba is an option to be added. Let us know what you want added. We'll talk to them directly and see if we can integrate them. If Alibaba is something you want to have, let me know. We'll actually make that. We'll see what we can do, and we'll see how we can make that happen. Hugo Blanco, MetaMask is the best wallet to use or hold SPI. MetaMask or Trust Wallet is recommended. That's all I can say, especially for staking. Swiss asks, do you plan to create a SPI wallet? We do not currently. Farmer John, I prefer, yeah, we all prefer MetaMask because you control the gas and everything else like that. It's actually kind of novel. We have another question from Kasim. Is there a plan to list SPI on a centralized exchange as well? If yes, is it going to happen after GSPI listing or after that? No, centralized exchange listing will happen before the GSPI launch, and so SPI listing on a centralized exchange is imminent. It's coming very soon. We need that centralized exchange listing, and that's the #1 thing the team is working on. So we got something from Davin. I'm so pleased with everything that's been said. I bought myself more SPI, even though I told myself I wouldn't. Remember in investing, everybody, remember when you are investing to never buy more than you are okay with losing. And that's with any token. That's if you bought Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, even though the massive gains in Dogecoin has been insane recently. That's with everybody. Never spend more than you can be affording to lose, and never borrow money to invest. That is something that I safely say to everybody here, and I think you would agree with me. What do you think, Farmer?
I don't know. I margin trade, so.
Well, okay. Okay. I suppose it's something you can do. Okay. So Hugo asked again, are we going to make collaborations with YouTubers who don't up videos in crypto? Offering discounts, SPI offers. I think it's going to be interesting to arrive to new users and also big business. As I said before, we have an intensive marketing campaign. Of course, we had Ivan on Tech, Crypto Chico, Box Mining, Crypto Windy, Stick Coins, everybody, everybody was on board with bringing the word of SPI out there to everybody. And we are constantly looking for new influencers to engage. And we actually have engaged influencers who are going to be releasing videos very, very soon about SPI and shopping video. These are communities who have not engaged yet. It's not going to be like another Ivan on Tech shout out. It's going to be like a different community that has been building on YouTube from people that may be bigger than Ivan on Tech. So be prepared for that as well. Hugo Blanco, your sound is cut at sometimes. I think it's because of my mic, and I'm sorry about that. I'll actually get a wired mic so that things are not going to be cutting off in the future.
Buy it from the platform.
Right. Kareem, I know you hate hearing about short term, but as an investor, I do care about that, especially we are in bull season. So it's being more important. So how do you see the SPI's short term future? Because forget listings on better exchanges, we need that jump. And it's huge that getting listed from major, we understand. The team is working on a centralized exchange. We are working on marketing. We are working on influencers. We are working at revamping the entire website. Chain solving is not cheap, everybody. These are professionals in crypto that we have on board in our team to make the magic happen on the back end. And it takes a lot to be able to do what we're doing right now. And the amount of team members we have, it's growing because we're growing as a company. And we're growing from a small startup to now 20 members strong. And it's just a process. So the market's going to go up or down. The market will do what it wants. But I will tell you that as somebody working at shopping.io in SPI, we are not stopping. We are working overtime to making sure you guys are covered. Thank you, Davin. I appreciate that. Kasim, I can't really talk about market. Market does what it wants. Either way, it'll happen, but we are not stopping working for you guys. Can I send you a 7-1 headphones with mic as a gift to USA, but need to pick? Nah, man, I got it. I'm just gonna go to Walmart and pick one up. It'll be fun. Any plans to market outside the crypto world, Mr. Beast, advertising, Squarespace? We tried TikTok, and we were playing around with the idea of having TikTok influencers. We're always looking at new influencers, so if you have any suggestions, please let us know. So, Farmer, I got a question for you. While you're on, how did you find SPI, and how did you join the team as a moderator?
Oh, okay. Well, I run the marketing for a different project called Unipower. I'm gonna plug it real quick. No, it's basically the same as SPI, 1,000 or 1 million tokens. You know what I mean? Small project, say fair launch. I was just, you know what I mean? Arbel hit me up one day asking for advice, and he asked if I wanted to help him with SPI. And when I joined, it was literally just me, LB, and Arbel, just the three of us. I was here before the website, or I was here before the token launched. The website was already done, and some pretty crazy stuff.
And we've just grown so much. Like, we went from 3 pennies to $70 to retrace back to 50 and 30, and finding a solid support at 30. So I mean, this is pretty big. The market has evolved, and our company has evolved in lieu of that. Robin said, try to get Trevor Noah to talk about us. Why not? Let's go. Let's get Trevor Noah. Let's get the Tonight Show. I kind of like Jon Stewart better and Stephen Colbert. I wish I'd get on their shows instead, but we'll try.
What about that news article we were supposed to get?
Oh, with CBS and no, not CBS. With
CBS and CNBC.
Right. Yes, we're still talking to them about their future segment of being featured on the future of retail. So we're talking to a senior executive producer at PBS and CNBC. They kind of like run both channels, and they want us to be on a segment for the future of retail. So that's something that's been worked on for the past month, and it's still being worked on.
Your mic sucks.
Sorry, yeah, it sucks, man. Anyways, if anybody has any questions, feel free to come on live with us. I'll be more than happy to put you on video and voice. Alternatively, ask questions over in the chat, because we have, we already passed an hour now, but why not? Let's go 6 o'clock. You ready, Farmer? You got anything else going on?
No, my girlfriend's bringing me some food.
Fantastic. I just got pizza earlier. It's just like, cinnamon sticks and everything else like that. It was actually pretty nice. But yeah, we're here to help you guys. We're here to do this every single week so that you guys can hear from us directly on what our future developments are and how we're growing.
Did Boss Man ever hit you back up?
Yeah, let me check that real quick. Come on, Arbel. Once you're here.
Yeah, I mean, if you do have that friend, I mean, that's a decent amount of subscribers on YouTube. I mean, we would definitely look into that. I mean, we have YouTube promotions. Like, we could probably get them in the VIP group. I don't know if we're still doing that or not.
I just looked over Arbel's chat, and he didn't see anything from him. So I think he may be busy with family right now.
Are we still doing the YouTube promotion thing?
Yeah. Well, no, for YouTube promotion for VIP placement, no, that was retired about 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Never mind then.
All right, so Shappy, we just need that marketing push better from outside of crypto. Yeah, and we're doing it. We are doing everything we can for marketing. We have an extensive marketing budget, and we're just going with it. Grimaldi, can you guys give your backgrounds in crypto and e-commerce? Well, Farmer, give it a shot, and I'll go after you.
Background in crypto. Like I said, I run the crowd-funded marketing for Unipower. I've been doing that for like 3 months. Probably about 5 months. I've probably been doing that for about 5 months. And then I've been with SBI probably, I'd say about 2.5 months. I've been working here. My experience with crypto, you know what I mean? I started probably about a year ago, but before that, I was real into trading. I don't know. I just talked to a bunch of influencers. You know what I mean? I know the right people. So, I mean, that's just my background currently. And as for e-commerce, I'm no drop shipper, but I've definitely learned. I read about it, but I mean, it's definitely more to learn. I mean, I've been taking that Zeke Analytics course. I mean, there's just a lot of info you can learn about.
Right. No, I agree with you. And as for personally, my background, crypto e-commerce and e-commerce in general, I'm actually a lateral transition. I originally am a blue collar worker. I was a active duty service member in the United States Navy. I served for 5 years, and I worked on helicopters. So I was a helicopter electrician for 5 years. However, during the 5 years that I was in the service, I was always engaged with e-commerce and also crypto. I was just interested and fascinated by both the realms and both the worlds. And getting the opportunity to be here today as a community manager, I love talking with you guys. I love community. I talk way too much sometimes, and I just love engaging and talking to people regardless. So as far as our experience with crypto and e-commerce, that relies heavily with
Your mic cut out.
our newest edition. They're all blockchain. They're all heavy blockchain guys who have their offices in New York. These guys are the best of the best. With our developers, we hired Yannick and Chain Sulting and have 4 of their developers with them, including Dan Andre and Enid Pescu, who's our web developer and blockchain respectively. They are big guys. And Chain Sulting and Yannick, fantastic people to work with. So the future of shopping.io is going to be in good hands regardless. And Arbel himself, I'd rather him, is mentioned above, go into detail in his own words about his own crypto and e-commerce experience. However, what I can tell you is that we have the right guys on the team. We have great developers, we have great legal representation, and we have people who know what they're doing. As for me, I'm personally a lateral change. I went from working on helicopters to now working on crypto. So it's it's kind of like what fascinates me about the crypto industry is that everybody, no matter what you do, can come and join in this revolution of how we see currency and money, like how the crypto game is being absolutely changed, and it's open to everybody. It's not restricted just to people who know Solidity or people that are high tech developers who have been in it since 2016 or 15. It involves everybody who just picks up their phone or the laptop and they learn. So every day I learn something new here. And my job is with community, and I'm proud to be in it. And we have the right people in place in the right positions to make everything happen. So, for me, I was a lateral change, went from blue collar to more white collar, and happy about it.
I didn't think we were saying our professions.
Oh, what was your profession? You a farmer? You are a farmer. You are a farmer.
I'm not a farmer now. I'm a pipe fitter, so
okay.
it's blue collar as well. So
right. So we have a pipe fitter. Lokesh, he owns a restaurant, so we have a restaurant manager. We have a helicopter electrician, and then we have a veteran e-commerce guy with amazing team of developers and legal representation in the U.S. So that's what we have, proudly, and we're growing every single day. We're adding new people to the team. So, yeah, it's been fascinating to work with SPI and Shopping.io, and being in the position that I am in, I'm very happy that Arbel gave me a chance to really engage the community like this. So I'm very thankful for the chance and opportunity that I've been to be a part of this community as a community manager. And I'm looking forward to the next few months to come. So as for me, I'm blue collar turning white collar. So if you're thinking like I'm the know-it-all guy, we have guys for that. It's just, I'm more the spokesperson. So we're all normal people. Like that's what I'm trying to get at. Yes, Hugo. He's under the Telegram group as a moderator. He's been a moderator since the project started, and he's under the name Farmer Johnny. Shafi, go in more depth with Amazon AWS really means your progress. Very good question, and I will explain it. So a lot of people misunderstood what Amazon AWS Activate means for Shopping.io and SPI, and I got to tell you, it means a lot to us. We now have the keys to the kingdom to go international with Shopping.io, especially with adding things like Amazon UK. Amazon DE, Amazon JP. Like we have all the different localizations of Amazon, plus the ability to pick and choose sizes, variants, and color. So with all that being there, it's opening up Shopping.io in a way that has never been done before. So currently, there's a very limited list of items you can search on. You could search on an item, you get like 10 or 20 so I see Hugo, but you see like 10 or 20 people talking, sorry about that. You see like 10 or 20 items when you search for an item at Shopping.io. In the future, it's going to be limitless. You're going to actually go through and scroll through everything. It means you have more options to pick from. You have the choice between size, color, and variant, and it's going to be fantastic. Amazon AWS Activate was a step forward in the right direction because we live and die off that API, and we use that API for a company. So that alone was a big deal for us. And plus, it also gets us up to $100,000 from Amazon AWS directly to be used for the services. So it's like Amazon giving a startup a grant for $100,000 to be used in their platform, which is fantastic because it pays for servers and it pays for additional API use for us and servers for the DApps. Let's see, from Hugo, if the exchange is hacked, like happens with 1MT, we're still going, man. We can't really speak on behalf of what exchange to what project was hacked. I know that Cover was a recent hack that happened, and it was very unfortunate, but everything with Shopping.io is being built from the bottom up by security professionals in crypto. That's why we have Chain Salting doing everything with revamping the entire website, our DApp, GSPI launch. They are in charge of everything, and they are really high quality people. So security is the first in our minds, and I don't think we're gonna have a problem with that. I full-heartedly am 100% confident that we're not gonna have any issues with security, just because of the partnerships that we have and the people we surround ourselves with. Hugo, I think you are now on the right place. Matthew, still being like you are, also the full team, sure think the same. Yeah, a lot of times people think it's just kind of us. It's the real us. Like I worked on helicopters and electrician, and Farmer was a pipe fitter, and Lokesh was a restaurant manager, and Arbel was the e-commerce guy that brought us all together. So we're bringing people from unrelated fields together to learn something new and to experience experience something together. So I'm very proud to be working with the team we have. Hugo Blanco, start making giveaways on Shopping.io Twitter and YouTube instead of Telegram for item. Yes, we do. Every single Twitter post, you get CC tip to be retweet, and we'll be doing more giveaways in the future. So, got it. Diff, from working in helicopters to working on a rocket. Yeah, you know, part of me wants to say we're going to the moon, boys. We are going to the moon, but I can't be a moon boy myself. I got to be really calm about it. So yes, we have a very diverse community, different skill sets, different backgrounds, and different walks of life. And I think that's what helps us moving forward. You know, if everybody had the same opinion in the room, there'd be no growth. Yeah, so we were actually constantly hiring new talent, Diff, and we're bringing on legal representation, more legal. We're bringing on more developers as we grow. So we are hiring different skill sets as we move on. Karim, how far is GSPI launch? Soon. It's actually sooner than you think, and that's part of the reason why I couldn't say anything for the past 2 days in the announcements. So get prepared. Hassan, Elon Musk must be pulled in here. We won't need yeah, but Elon's pump lasts for like 5 seconds, then it's gone. And then he maybe gets to like a new stable all-time high, but like it's waits for the next pump. I hope Elon notices us. That'd be kind of cool. Davin, do we have any time frames for introducing the lower? Yes. This Saturday, the team is talking all together to lower the minimum requirement plans for SPI to make sure that people can get their SPI packages at a lower amount. So be prepared for that. Shafi, with the boom of millionaires being made in crypto, make more sense tax-wise to go, well, yeah, exactly. But speaking about taxes, your sales tax is currently being paid by us. We pay for your sales tax on our platform. We do that to incentivize return customers. So that's something, if you haven't noticed, is kind of cool to look at. So that may be toggled back on in the future for sales tax, but for right now, that's a cost that we take happily, and we pay for you guys. So. Swiss, I need to go to bed. Just want to thank you guys. Very interesting. Hope we'll have a meeting like this one. Yes, we'll do it again next week. It'd be fantastic. And hopefully our Bell will be here with us directly. So I'll have a conversation with him afterwards and maybe get him like a live video afterwards and answer some of your questions still. Have a good night. Yep. Good night, Swiss. Amazing partnership with Doge. I actually reached out to the Doge guy himself. I reached out to their creator through email to maybe do a partnership with Doge in the future. I reached out to him like a week ago. I'm gonna follow up again. That'd be kind of cool if we can have like a trading discount for Doge for like 2% on shopping.io, where if you pay in Doge, you get 2% off on top of your additional discount on top of your plans. So Doge, that'd be cool. I know that we have a 1 billion market cap project that wants to do the same with us. They want to partner with us. They want to have their coin be featured on our platform for a discount. So we do have one of the top 50 coins reach out to us directly for a partnership. So it's something we'll follow up with them and get back to you guys directly. So that'd be pretty crazy. What was the one token you was happy to bring to SPI? You know, if I could get one token to SPI for a partnership, I would have to say Doge. I just love the memes. I love the communities, and I'm very happy to, you know, I think it'd be fun. I think the internet would go for a riot. It'd be great. So Vulcan,
he's trying to pump his bag.
Yeah, pump my bag. Yeah, pump my bag of Doge, please. Vulcan, thanks for all the explanations, Matt. Bye for now. Hey, take care. Sleep well. Swiss, Petit, sleep well as well, and hope you guys have a wonderful night tonight. I'm still learning everybody's names. If I say it incorrectly, please, like, let me know. Alex Valente, I understand there's a partnership with Sheldon. Okay, back up. There is no partnership with Sheldon. Sheldon covered us organically. He did it by his own without us paying him, and actually caught us off guard during trivia night when we were having trivia night, and all of a sudden the Sheldon Evans video dropped. It was insane. It was actually kind of fun to watch because I think Sheldon was the most honest representation of shopping.io, and he did it the best. Out of all of our influencers, in my personal opinion, and I love all of our influencers that I work with, Sheldon was my favorite to watch. And that just comes from a personal standpoint. Privacy shopping.io provide crypto insurance. Yeah. Right. So we do not give out your privacy. We don't give out your information. We don't sell your information. We keep your privacy safe with us. And if you have any more questions about privacy in particular, you can always contact us at support@shopping.io, and we're happy to explain all the reasons why we protect your privacy. So we are a US-based company. Like, for example, if you were doing something highly illegal, I recommend not using us. For example, if you were money laundering through shopping.io, please don't. Please go to purse.io or somewhere different, or just stop doing that. So interesting to see. I know, Farmer's shaking his head at me. I was just like, yeah, I know. So, right. A lot of questions have been answered. I think it's been pretty productive today to have a meeting that's almost gone on for well over an hour, about an hour and a half. And I think we'll be closing up pretty soon, in about the next 10 minutes. So feel free to get your questions in. And yeah, let us know if you guys want to come on voice and video. Be more than happy to have you. And if all of that's being done and all the questions have been answered, I think we might actually be closing up for the day. So guys, thank you so much for joining up with us today for this first AMA. It takes a lot to go on camera, and I would like to thank Grimaldi, one of our community members, to go. He's went on camera with us himself and things like that. So, guys, very glad you're here. Thank you for coming here tonight to this AMA. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to contact us directly on our Telegram or at support@shopping.io. We're here for you guys, and we're very, very thankful for each and every one of you. Grimaldi, thank you once again for coming on live with us today. I hope more people in the future be coming on live. And Farmer, thank you, man. Thank you for being with us today. You are one of the key aspects for moderation behind shopping.io, and it's kind of glad that the community gets to see who you are and, just
dox myself.
Yeah, you dox yourself. So,
So
it's okay. I'll go buy you a beer. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for coming to the first AMA. We're going to be doing this every single week. An effort just to be transparent. We're not public speakers ourselves, but we're always here to help. So thank you, everybody, and be looking forward to next week's AMA, because a lot of things are going to be happening over the next 7 days. Centralized exchange, possible GSBI, and everything else. So thank you once again, guys, and I hope every one of you has a wonderful night. And I think that finishes up for us. Have a good night, everybody.